Welcome back to another tutorial video. My name is C Banks with Limitless Roleplay. Today I'm going to be walking you new players how to register on our CAD system. So the CAD system is a system we use to portray basically your character's life, and it's going to be a kind of a progressive, building of your character's life and everything that's happened while you've been role playing on our server. So the first thing you want to do here is navigate to cad.limitlessrp.net. That's cad.limitlessrp.net. It's going to bring you to this screen here. Before we go any further, just a little bit of background information. A CAD account is required to play on Limitless Roleplay. You can get on the server and not have one. It'll show you how to register there, but this tutorial video should help you out a little bit more. You're required to have a character registered. We'll go through that. We'll go through everything contained within the CAD system for civilians. If you do not have a CAD system and you are pulled over by the cops and you present an ID and you are not registered in CAD, it is a mandatory 10-minute jail time. That is per our server rules, so you will be jailed for 10 minutes. So you can watch this little 6-7 minute video here and save yourself 10 minutes in jail and get an accurate CAD system going for yourself. So once you come to this website here, you're going to see a login. If you don't have an account, we're going to go ahead and hit sign up down here at the bottom. We're going to enter a username. It does not have to be your character's name. This can be any username you use to log into anything else. An email address that must be valid, so make sure you type it correctly because you will have to confirm it, and a password. So once we finish all this and we hit register, confirm your email address, you're going to go ahead and log in. So hit log in and type in your information, and we're just going to bring you to this screen here when you log in. So when you log in, this is the home screen here. We got some stuff up at the top, a theme changer. You can change whatever color you want the bar to be and how your CAD is kind of, themed out. And we have an account drop-down menu here for settings, my identities, and log out. We'll go over that in just a little bit. So right here we have home, civilian, law enforcement, fire EMS, and dispatch. So the only one we're going to be focusing on today is civilian. Law enforcement, fire EMS, and dispatch all require account approvals. If you have not been approved on the forums and submitted your application, do not go and try to create a character for this. It will be denied. You'll be wasting someone's time, so please don't do that. On the home screen here, we see any CAD issues. You can go on the CAD Discord and sort it out there if you think that's the best way to go about it. Now, total users, total civilians, total emergency services for Limitless RP. These are just our numbers, our little metrics here. 7,311 total users on our CAD system, which is pretty good. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be going to civilian. Click on that tab. You're going to be civilian module here. Now we want to go ahead and create a character if you don't have one already. So the first name, last name, I recommend you don't use your real name. Your real life name. This is an RP server, so we want to role play. So say you want to be somebody other than yourself. This is a great place to do that. So enter a valid first name, last name. Make sure it abides by all of our server rules. Do not break any of the guidelines. Otherwise, you risk being banned. Select a gender for your character. You want to be male, female, I guess other now. You can do that. Select race. You want to select your race. An address. If you have a house address, you can enter it there. If not, just enter an address and you can change it. A date of birth, which is very important. So enter a date of birth. You don't have to enter your real date of birth. You can enter any kind of date of birth you want to be born at. Make sure it's kind of realistic though. Don't put you were born in 1857 and it's not 2019 right now. Select a height for your character. Select a weight, an eye color, and a hair color. So when you get in game, you want to model your character as closely as possible to what you've created here in the CAD system. So once you've done that and you hit create character, it may bring you to a page that looks like this. I'll show you this really quick. I've already got a civilian character set up, so we'll click on him. And once you register, you should see something that looks along the lines of this right here. So this is your character, and this is where everything for your character is going to be logged. So starting off, actions for Carl, which is my character that I play under when I play Civ. We're going to go to license management. So this is where we're going to give ourselves a driver's license and a concealed carry weapons license. So if you do not set these both to anything in the drop-down menus here, you could be charged with driving without a license. So you want to set it to valid. You can role play suspended, role play revoked, or have a fake license. Those are all good RP scenarios to play under as well. And your CCW license if you plan on carrying any type of weapon, pistol preferably. Anything that can be watered ammunition is legal. So you can RP some different things in here, but most of the time I would just select valid if you're just starting out. So that's what's going to reflect for the officers. And once you do that, just make sure it saves. So we're going to go down to, we can see info here. Name is Carl, sex male, race white, date of birth, address just Sonora Freeway, my height, my weight, hair as blonde, eye colors hazel. My in-game civilian character mimics this. So like I said, we want to have the most realistic RP scenario that we can. So new 911 call, that's all done via in-game. This one right here is a work in progress, and you can delete your character up in this menu here as well. To the next tab, Carl's Vehicles. So you can see I already have a vehicle registered here. If you have a vehicle that you own that you have bought or bought from somebody else and you have the title in your name, this is where you want to come register your vehicles. If you do not register your vehicle here and an officer pulls your account up via your name, if you've gotten stopped on a traffic stop, you could risk having your vehicle impounded. So make sure that you put everything in here. So we're going to hit Add New Vehicle. We're going to put the license plate of the vehicle, the color of the vehicle model, insurance status. There's a bunch of RP stuff here you can do, but most of the time we just want to put valid, and its registration status. Same thing, there's a couple different options for you to role play here and hit complete, and that's going to save that vehicle. You can see it pops up here, and this will be what your vehicle is. For every vehicle you have that you purchase that you plan on keeping, you need to input it into this system. You can report this vehicle stolen, and you can delete the vehicle as well if you get rid of it. So please make sure you do that. So that's the vehicle section. Weapons section, any legal firearms you have that have been bought at the ammunition, please register them here. We can add a new firearm, and we're going to select what type of weapon it is. There's some options for illegal weapons in here, and its status, black market, obviously, for a couple of these other ones if you choose to register those. But for anything you buy at the ammunition that you do not want taken off of you, if you get into an RP scenario and you're being searched and an officer finds this, make sure it's registered in here and the status of it as well. There's a couple different options for you. And tickets, you can see I don't have any tickets. You won't be able to do anything in these next couple of tabs. But this is if you do get a ticket from a police officer, they will enter that ticket into the system and it will reflect on your account until the closure of this account. Arrest, I don't have any arrests. I've been a good player. I don't have any warrants either. And the companies is just a work in progress, so we're not going to explore that one right now. But this is the general CAD stuff. So the big thing to take away from this is register in the CAD, make a character, make sure you have a driver's license, make sure you have a CCW license if you choose to carry a weapon. Make sure you register all of your vehicles via the Add New Vehicle button here. Make sure you register your firearms as well. And that is how simple it is to get registered on our CAD system. So it takes less than 5 minutes. Save yourself some jail time, and possibly if you're a repeat offender, save yourself a ban or a permanent ban. Going back up to the top here for one last little step, we can go to settings and we can go to my identities as well, and you can see that I do have a dispatch and a law enforcement, a couple of identities there. I'm still pending approval for dispatch. It was just a test. I can actually go ahead and delete that. So that's how you can delete those things. So while that loads up, that is basically it. So that is as simple as that. Do not register for law enforcement, fire, EMS, or dispatch unless you have been approved for such a role via the applications on our website at limitlessrp.net. If you have any questions, feel free to comment on this video here, or you can come into Limitless RP's Discord, which can be found on our website, and post in the newbie help chat or the tech support chat for any kind of help with CAD, and someone will respond to you there. Get to RPing.